Guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been such a long time since I talked to all of you, and I mean really talked to all of you from the bottom of my heart about everything that's going on in my life, about my children and everything else. And lately I have been thinking a lot about the world around us and how sometimes the world around us can be a very negative place to be in and to live in. So I thought that I would share my thoughts on this series of Sonal Says, my thoughts on how to remain positive in a negative world. I have been through great things in life and some not such great things in life, and I believe that it's sometimes difficult to remain positive amongst the things that are happening in our life that are not such great things. You may find that the weight of the world is overburdening you and you can't take it anymore on your shoulders, or you cannot overcome a certain negative chapter in your life, and that you can definitely not overcome this weight that wants to drown you or choke you. It could be a bad marriage, it could be a bad relationship, it could be friendships, it could be love lost, it could be someone's passing in your family, it could be so many things. It could be being bullied, it could be just being around negative energy. Any negative chapter in your life that could make you feel all these things. So first and foremost, I would say we need to heal. You need to heal from all the negative things that are happening in your life or may have happened. And healing means expansion, so that means healing cannot be something that you close within yourself and feel better. Healing means taking up the space, and to take up the space, healing will mean opening up. Now I know and I realize it's easily said than done when you are in that negative phase of life, to open up and to expand your thoughts and your energy to more positive ones, but it's not impossible. I myself have been through so many episodes in my life. Some of you may know them. I have spoken about them on Sonal Says series, and that's why this means a lot to me. If you do not attempt to heal, to expand, to take up the space, you will end up in depression. You will end up having a lot of anxiety. You can end up with a panic disorder. You can end up with so many bad things that you did not choose. So understand me, that you did not choose for yourself, but you have no control over. So for example, going to the gym. When you go to the gym, you see so many people. I go to the gym a lot now, more than ever, and just for my peace of mind. Being fit comes with it, but I love the way it makes me feel. It's a positive feeling, it's a positive action. So when you go to a gym, you see people who are working out, and they're working out for their bodies to keep fit. But I also insist that keeping fit mentally is equally important. Something that you must work at yourself, for yourself, to be mentally fit. I tell you this brain of ours can make you go nuts. Take it from me, I have been through it so many times, and that's why I'm sitting here and telling you that first attack your brain, attack your thoughts to become more positive. And I'm going to share with you a few things that I did and I still continue to do to keep me positive. You guys may have heard a million times, surround yourself with positive people. I cannot stress this enough. The moment you surround yourself with positive people, you feed off their positive energy. If the people around you are negative, they're always moaning, they're complaining, or they're, I hate to use the word bitching, those are not the people that are going to uplift you, and your space is not going to be positive. Be with people who uplift you, who motivate you, who are ambitious, who set goals for themselves, who are forever smiling. Energies are contagious. So if you're hanging around with a group of people who are constantly negative, then that is the energy you will feed off them. I will tell you some things about myself. There were people I surrounded myself with about 2 years ago for so long, but every time I got home, I was drained. So people can be energy vampires. Do not let them zap it out of you. Your creativity, your beauty, your positive vibe. Because you do really become the people you hang around with. So if those are the people you're hanging around with, I urge you, please change. Look through deeply who is around you and what kind of feelings do they give you. When you talk to them, are you happy and joyful, and are you laughing when you go back home? Or when you talk to them, are you bitter? Are you mean? Are you gossiping about others? What is it? What is the energy that is feeding off you? The moment you engage with negative people, you automatically take that energy and are party to it. You welcome it into your surrounding, which you shouldn't do at all. Another example, betrayal. Betrayal can come from many places, and it can in turn make you a very bitter and a negative person. For example, my best friends betrayed me. They stabbed me in the back. I mean, I have spoken about this in another video, but obviously it won't be very elegant for me to shed too much light onto it. But just for an example, my best friend betrayed me. I felt so low in my life. I felt like I couldn't move on. Then I learned a new word. It's called move. Just move. Because the moment you choose to sit and sulk and cry about these negative people who only bring negativity to your life, then you give them power. Remember, nobody has the power to make you feel a certain way. So embrace your own uniqueness, your own power, your own spiritual, mental and emotional power to shed off those feelings. What did I do? That friend is not worth being my friend, or those friends, because there were a couple of them. They were not worth it. I focused my energy on my family, on my children, on my baby, on my mother who was very sick at the time. And I focused my energy bringing out more love in my home, thinking good thoughts, reading good books. And let me tell you this, I started a YouTube channel. So I diverted all my energy on here with you guys, and in turn I felt amazing. I felt uplifted, I felt positivity around me, I felt great, I felt worth it, and I felt useful. So life sometimes can kick you badly. And what you have to do is realize that it is not the end. It is only expansion. You can only get stronger from there. If you can control your mind, you can control your thoughts, then nobody can make you feel anything less but vibrant and positive and happy. Some of the things you can do. So do positive things to create a positive world around you. Go to the gym. Do something that will shake off those feelings completely, and make a promise to yourself that you will remain positive and not let these external negative thoughts or vibes define who you are. Lately, I've been a little sad, not in a bad way, but I just feel like my baby turned 2, she started kindergarten, and I kind of really miss her. It's just 4 hours a day, but it affects me. It affects me because this is the child that I already missed so much, a part of her first year of life, because I was attending to my sick mom, and it bothers me, but I make up for it. I spend time with her, I praise God, and I thank God that He gave me a child at least. And like I said, my child will never remember, but I will not forget. My oldest son is leaving for university this week, and that really shook me up. I get teary, I start really getting these odd thoughts and worry for him. I already suffer from anxiety, so I'm trying to manage that with positive thoughts, with sleeping better, sleeping a little more if I want to. If I don't feel like getting out of bed, I don't. And that is okay, to take some time for yourself. To remain positive, you also must look after yourself. Self-love is of utmost importance, because only if you love yourself will you be able to love others, including your children. And I mean that. I focus on the positive part of it, that they're growing up. It's a circle of life. I cannot believe my son is going to university, and I cannot believe that my youngest is in school. So that is progress, but it's positive progress. So whenever I feel down about it, I think and I remind myself that, Sonal, this is positive progress. Be happy. You have so much to be proud about. For those who leave negative comments to me and hateful and spiteful words, I don't pay so much attention to those. Although some of them I read them, but nowadays I don't even read them. And if it gets worse, I just block them, because what would be the point by reading and responding to these people? Because if I did, then I would be attracting that energy. If I engage with them in that conversation, I will start to attract that negative vibe and negative spiteful energy. Why would I let a negative person rent any space, the littlest space in my head for free? Why, when I can replace it with positive people? So many of you out there who give me such great compliments. You enjoy my work, you recognize my hard work into making my videos, and it makes me very, very happy. I have started doing in the evening as a ritual is reflecting on the kind of day I had each day. Every day has something that's high and something that's low, so I don't ponder over the low that happened in the day, but I think about the high that happened, and then I attract my energy towards that and think about all the good things that happened today, and I completely ignore the bad one that happened, if any. Block it out mentally, or I affirm to myself and I say, I do not want to focus on that. That is done and over with. Can I focus on this positive energy and move forward? So I think what I'm trying to say is that it may seem difficult, this journey of being positive constantly in a negative world, but it is not impossible. If it is the people surrounding you, if it is the type of job you're at, if it is your circumstances at the moment, family issues, it shall pass. But it will only pass if you change your attitude. Sometimes I think the most important thing that we tend to ignore is how we react to situations. Anything that may be driving you to the negative state of mind is not worth having. Remove yourself from that equation and start afresh. I assure you, once you start evaluating your life the way I did, by cutting out many things in many areas of my life, then you will start to see positivity in your life. Dare to be left with nothing to connect with something new, because that is the only way you can start up again and completely wash yourself off the negativity. If I feel any negative vibe from any place or area or person in my life, then I completely cut out that connection. Guys, what I am actually trying to say is that my thought process has become such that I believe wherever there's a negative, there has to be a positive. So instead of thinking about the negative, I am busy looking for the positive. You have to find it. It's there. Look for the good in people, because as much as bad people exist, good people exist too. So when you meet somebody, look for the good in that person. If you have a problem, look at that problem as an opportunity to grow through it, to make a positive outcome of that. If you are uncertain, then make that uncertainty into a positive uncertainty by doing probably research or thinking more about it in a positive way. So basically, the direction that you will take your thoughts, your brain in, is the direction that you will be in. So if you try to look at the positive aspect of every situation, even if it be a negative one, then you will draw your thoughts really nicely and elevate them up into a positive space. Drive your thoughts and your intentions into a positive ladder, upwards and onwards. Move, that's the word, move. Do not stop. Every time you feel that you are feeling negative, you are feeling low, get up, move. Every time you are faced with a negative thought, a negative feeling, shun it off. Tell that thought, you stay there, you're gonna stay there, and I am on this way, and I am only climbing the ladder of positivity. Don't worry about a situation. Worrying is like paying interest on something that's not worth it. So don't allow that episode or that chapter to rent space in your head. Find a new tenant. If you have a solution for it, good. Then don't overthink it. If you don't have a solution for it, then what's the use of worrying about it? There is none. Lastly, I would say that reflect on yourself. What kind of a person are you? If you are a negative Nancy, then you need to embrace a more happier, a more positive side to you. So also look within yourself. Look within yourself and see, where are you going wrong? What are the thoughts that you are creating in your mind that you may be also passing off to others? And take up the space that I was talking about to a more positive and a better you. Then you too will be able to spread those positive and happy vibes. Embrace a new you, a more positive you. In this negative world, be the positive person. Be the positivity. Be the light that makes everyone else happy. And that light spreads like a fire. So let us, you and I, light the lamps of positivity within our hearts, within our bodies, within our souls, and all around us, so that we may spread happy and positive vibes to anybody out there who cannot stay positive in this sometimes negative world. Like moths, good people are attracted to flame and light. So don't worry, put your worry aside. Instead, start praying more, start being more positive, attracting that very light, that flame I'm asking you to light tonight. The flame of positivity, the flame of good aura, the flame of good light. You'll see that you will become a much more positive and a brighter person. We'll see that positivity, that positive light will engulf you. You will be completely radiant and you will only ooze out positivity to whoever you come across and to yourself. Until I see you in the next one, guys. Lots of love and light.